So we've talked about what makes you special, and that you've got skills. But how much can you carry? And how quick to the draw are you in combat? Can you take a beating? And if so, how much? And wouldn't you like to know what you can do to really dial in your character to exactly the way that you want to play? Greetings, Vault Dwellers, and welcome to the Wasteland. This is your Overseer speaking, Three-Eyed Townie, and today we're going to be talking about derived stats and perks for Fallout the role-playing game by Modiphius. Now this video is a continuation in the Learn to Play series. This is part 3 of character creation, and in previous videos we've covered a lot of the basics of the core mechanics of the game, so if you haven't checked those out yet, you might want to take a look. A character will have certain stats that are determined by their attributes and other factors. Your initiative, your defense, health points, and melee damage are all based off certain attributes. Your carry weight determines how much you can carry. Each character gets 150 pounds plus 10 times their strength to start. So if a character had a strength of 5, they would be able to carry 200 pounds. There are a few different ways that you can increase your carry weight. Through perks, increasing your strength attribute, or there's certain equipment that will also give you additional carry space. But what happens if you're holding more than your carry weight allows? You become over-encumbered. Being over-encumbered has different penalties based on how much additional weight you're carrying. If you're carrying 1 to 49 pounds over, any strength or agility skill test has an increased difficulty of 1. You can no longer take the sprint action, and your initiative score is reduced by 1 as well. If you're over 50 pounds, strength and agility skill tests have an additional point of difficulty. You still cannot take the sprint action, and your initiative score takes another penalty. Basically, repeat this step for every additional 50 pounds that you're over your normal carry weight. But if for some reason you find yourself carrying more than double your normal carry weight, you automatically fail any strength or agility skill tests, and your initiative score is reduced to 0. Speaking of initiative, a character's initiative score determines how soon they take their turn in combat. A character's initiative is calculated by adding their perception and agility attributes. A character's initiative is a straight number. You don't roll, the number is just the number. For example, if your character had an agility of 5 and a perception of 6, that would make your initiative score an 11. Any character with a 10 or lower would go after you, and any character with a 12 or higher would go before you. In an event where 2 initiative scores are tied, the Game Master would determine who goes first. Your defense rating is used as the base difficulty for any attacks being made against you. So if you had a defense rating of 2, that means your opponent would need to score 2 successes to hit with an attack before accounting for any penalties caused by range or other outside factors. A character's defense is based on their agility. An agility score of 8 or lower grants a base defense of 1. An agility score of 9 or higher grants a base defense of 2. I just want to mention here that defense is not the same as damage resistance, which is determined by perks and equipment. A character's damage resistance is subtracted from the damage dealt by an attack based on its damage type. In a previous video, I did a full breakdown on damage resistance, so if you haven't checked that out yet, it's on the channel. Health points come into play when taking damage. Your starting HP is determined by combining your endurance and luck attributes. As you gain levels, your HP will increase, and there's also perks that can grant you additional hit points. Any melee damage you deal has a base damage determined by your strength attribute. You add a number of additional combat die to your damage roll based on how high your strength is. A strength from 7 to 8 adds 1 combat die. A strength of 9 to 10 adds 2 combat die, and a strength of 11 adds 3 combat die. Now let's talk about how you can enhance your character. Beyond skills, beyond attributes, we have perks. Perks are unique bonuses that you can use to specialize your character. Some can increase your special attributes, while others grant abilities and advantages a character couldn't otherwise possess. Some perks can have multiple ranks, making them even more powerful, either by stacking the ability granted or increasing the effect. Making a new character at level 1, you get to choose one perk, and every time you level up, you get to choose an additional perk. All the stats we've talked about here are considered your derived statistics. They're considered passive elements of your character since you don't roll anything for them. They're a fixed number. Perks are a great way to hone in the type of character you want to play, giving you loads of options for customization, and I literally mean loads. There's almost 100 different perks to choose from. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you found this breakdown helpful. As you probably already know, this video is a continuation of a Learn to Play series, and we have so much more to cover. If you don't want to miss when the next video is coming out, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. You can find me and the rest of the Fallout 2D20 unofficial fan community everywhere on the internet. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and we have a very active Discord community as well, and I'll leave links for all that in the description. And if you haven't already ordered Fallout the role-playing game by Modiphius, you can do so directly from their online shop, and I'll leave a link for that in the description too. Thanks again for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, I'll see you in the wasteland.